So today we'll study about the approximations. So approximation means what? Suppose if I ask you find square root of 25, obviously it is 5. But if I ask you what is square root of 25.1, so what you say about this? You say 5 point something, 5 point something. Similarly, if I ask you square root of 24, it is little less than, it is less than 25. So the value will be bit smaller than 5. So 4 point something you will get. So exactly how much you will get here? That is our question. So what will be 25.5 square? Exactly how much I am going to get here, or exactly how much I am going to get here. So for that you will take help of differentials, derivative help will take here. So to understand that, look at a graph here. Suppose y equals to fx is a curve. Take a point here. This point P is suppose xy. That means this value is x for us. This value is y. Y means you can say as fx. Take some increment, a small increment on this as delta x here. Now if I extend it, I find another point Q. So obviously if this is x, if this is fx, this is also fx, means which is y, then it is more than that. That means something else you are finding here. So I can say this value will be x plus delta x, and corresponding with that y value will be changed. You can say this is y plus delta y plus delta y, or which you can write fx, because y is fx, change of y. Then you can write f of x plus delta x. This is the point. Okay. Now let me write down 2 points here. Let delta x be the small increment for x, and delta y will be, this is your now delta y, this part, because if x is changed by delta x, y, this is y is changed by another increment here, delta y, be the corresponding increment of y. So what I am writing here is, now y equals to your fx. The change of y gives you change of x. If delta x is the corresponding increment for x, then delta y is the corresponding increment for y. So from here I can find out delta y equals to f of x plus delta x minus y. Okay, but what is y? Y equals to fx. So delta y will be f of x plus delta x minus fx. Okay, this part I have found out. This is your delta x. So when I say q approaches to p, when I say q approaches to p, when q point tends to p, q point and p point becomes same. This line is tangent here. So what happens here is, then it becomes a tangent to the curve. Then the curve PQ or QP, you can say here, becomes the tangent to the curve HP, means this becomes the tangent. So if I find this is your angle theta here, then what is slope of the tangent? Remember, slope of the tangent is your dy by dx, that is perpendicular by base. So I can find this portion becomes, this is your now, this is your delta y. Delta y is the increment. Delta y is the increment. Here slope of the tangent you find dy by dx. This portion becomes dy, and here this becomes dx. That means our increment delta x dx both are same, whereas delta y dy is not same. This is different here. So now back to my question. And how have you defined? Also dy by dx you have defined as a limiting point delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus fx by delta x. Delta x is not 0 here. Delta x is a small value which approaches to 0. Now if I take to this side, I find dy by dx and delta x becomes f of x plus delta x minus fx. Okay. Now this is what? Dy by dx is what? If y is fx, if y is fx, then dy by dx is your f dash x. That means this is your f dash x. So what are you going to get here? You are getting f dash x delta x. This becomes f dash x delta x equals to f of x plus delta x minus fx. Now if I take this one to this side, I get here f of x plus delta x equals to fx plus f dash x delta x. Means you are asked to find this part. So how to understand this? Look at here. So when I say there is any curve and you are asked to find root out of 25.1. Suppose I take a point here. This is suppose 25. The corresponding to this x, I find a point here. So this point is here 5. If I have taken the root over, then it becomes 5. Now if I take another portion here, it becomes a delta x. This part becomes x plus delta x. This is under the square root. Then for that you find a corresponding point here, that will be your delta y. Means This will be your, if this is your y plus delta y, this total is y plus delta y here. Or indirectly you can say, if this is x, this is your fx, then this portion becomes x plus, this is 0.1, x plus delta x. So to corresponding to x plus delta x, you are going to find this length, which is your f of x plus delta x, which is nothing but square root of 25.1. So this is what we want to find out. If this is your y is equal to fx. So once more I repeat you, if you want to find square root of 25.1, if I say this is 25, if x is 25, then you are finding your fx. Fx in which form? Square root form. That is 5. Now when x plus delta x, that is 25.1, means this length corresponding to this, you will find out this length, which is your fx plus delta x. How much is this? That is nothing but square root of 25.1. So what are the things you have to remember on this? Look at first, what are the algorithms you will find on this? Now define the function. Define the function. Second, find delta x. Third, find f dash x. Then f x plus delta x will be fx plus f dash x delta x. So these are the 4 steps you have to follow. Suppose my question is using approximation find the value of 36.01 square. Okay, define the function fx. So how we are going to define? Now it is in the square root form. So first you write fx is square root of x, where x will be, whose square root you can find out, nearest number whose square root you can find out is 36, and from here you find delta x, that is 0.01, so that x plus delta x becomes 36.01. Okay, then what is your fx you got here? The root over of 36, that is 6. Then you will find f dash x. How to find f dash x? F dash x is derivative of fx. What is fx? X to the power half. That is half x to the power half minus 1. That becomes 1 by 2 x to the power minus half, which is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, that is 1 by 2 root over of 36. 1 by 2 into 6, 1 by 12. So dividing 1 with 12, put a point 10, will not go 0, then 0, 8, 96. Up to 2 places if you take, equivalent to 0.08. Okay, now 36.01 square root is nothing but your f of x plus delta x. This is what you want to find out, which is equal to your fx plus f dash x delta x. So fx, how much you have to write? You have got already fx. 6 plus f dash x. F dash x is how much I have got here? 0.08 multiplied by delta x was 0.01. So that is 6 plus, if you multiply after decimal 4 digits, 0.008. That means 6.0008. Okay, let me take one more question. It will be clear to you. Suppose I take a question. Find the square root of 0.6 root of using approximations. So when you find a square root after decimal, you should have, because pairing method you have learned. Suppose 2.3 means you have to find 2.30, so that you make a pair of this to find the square root. Means it is same as 0.60 square root. Now from here you have to define x, whose square root you can find out. That means 64 ka square root is 8. So 0.64 ka square root is 0.8. That means our x will be 0.64. So from 0.64, if you subtract 0.60 minus 0.04 you got. Because why did I take 64? A closer value to this, whose square root can be determined. The closer value was 0.64. So I took as 0.64. So now how do you define your function fx here? Now your fx equals to x to the power half. Why x to the power half? Because you are asked to find square root of this number. So that will give you 0.64 square root, that is 0.8. Okay. Now let's find what are the three parts. You need fx, you need delta x. So delta x I have put right here. Delta x is minus 0.04. I got x, I got delta x. Now fx is this, whose square root is this. Now to find f dash x, you need to find derivative of x to the power half. So that is same thing. Half x to the power minus of 1 by 2 root x, 1 by 2 root over of 0.64. Okay, that becomes 1 by 2 into 0.8, which is 1 by 1.6. Okay, simplify, multiply 10. That becomes 10 by 16. So 10 को 16 में divide करो. If you cancel here, 5, 8. So 0.8 5 ja 40, 100. Sorry, 8 6 ja 48. 48 means 20. 20 means 8 2 ja 16. So I got your f dash x equals to 0.62. Okay, now if you want to find square root of 0.64, that is your f of x plus delta x. That is your f of x plus delta x. Formula I have derived here as f dash x delta x plus fx. So f dash x I got 0.62 into 0 minus 0.04 plus 0.8. Now if you multiply, that becomes minus, after decimal 4 digits, so 0 point this plus 0.8. Now you can subtract here. What are you going to do? 0.8000 minus 0.0248. This is 2, this is 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, this is 7. So 0.7752. This is our answer. Let's take one more question, different type. Suppose I took 81.5 fourth power. 81.5 we are given a fourth power. So take a number closer to this, fourth root can be found out. So the nearest number is, your x will be 81, because 81, look at here, 327, 393. Out of 4 you take 1, so means its fourth can be found out, fourth root. So then what is your delta x? 0.5. Okay, you got x, you got delta x. Now how to define fx? Fx is to define according to its power. That means it will be x to the power 1 upon 4. X to the power 1 upon 4. Then what shall I get? So f dash x equals to ddx of x to the power 1 upon 4. That is 1 upon 4. X to the power 1 by 4 minus 1. Okay, that is 1 by 4 x to the power minus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4. Then that gives you f dash x equals to 1 by 4 x to the power 3 by 4. 1 by 4 x. What is x for us? X is 81 power is 3 upon 4. Okay. Then you get 1 by 4, 3 to the power 4 into 3 by 4. 1 by 4. 3 to the power 3 is 27. 1 by 108. Okay, 14108 may divide 0 will come. It will not go, put 0, 100 will come, put another 0, 1000 will come. It will go approximately 9. Put point. 0 will come, then put 100, then another 0, so that is equals to 0.009. Whose value is this? Your f dash value is this. Now, root over of 81, fourth root also you can write like this, 81.5 equals to your fx plus delta x. So, what is that value? That is f of x plus fx plus f dash x delta x. fx तो I have got 4 3 plus f dash x 0.009 into 0.5 3.3 9 5 are 45. 1 2 3 4 4 digits. So 3.0045. So like this, there are so many questions in your textbook. You try to solve. I'll take a different type of question. Okay, look at here. Question is, find the approximate value of approximate value of f of 2.01. That means f of x plus delta x. You can distinguish from here, where fx equals to fx is given how much? The 4x square plus 5x plus 2. 4x square plus 5x plus 2. Okay. Guess it. What could be x for us? So x will be 2. Delta x will be 0.01. Delta x will be 0.01. Now let's find what is your fx. Fx means f2, because x is 2, I'll put here 4 into 2 square 5 into 2 plus 2 means 16 plus 10 plus 2 28. What else you need? You need your f dash x. Your f dash x equals to dx of 4x square plus 5x plus 2. Derivative part. So that will be 8x plus 5. Now because x is given in 2, you find f dash 2, you find out, that is 8 into 2 plus 5, 21. Okay, everything you got. Now f of 2.01 will be f2 x plus delta x plus f dash 2 delta x. That is fx. What is that you are writing? That is f of x plus delta x is your fx, f dash x, delta x. This is what you want to find out. This is what you want to find out or not? So now, if you put the values, you will get f2 already I have got, that is 28. f2, f dash 2 we got 21 into 0.01. 28 plus 0.21, 28.2. This is 1%. See another question on this. Find the approximate change in the surface area. Find the approximate change in the surface area of a cube of side x meter, of a cube of side x meter caused by decreasing the side side by 1%. Okay, understand this. Approximate change in the surface area. If you symbolize surface area as S, change in surface area, what was change in Y? If this was X, this is delta X, this was your Fx means Y, this is your delta Y. Change in Y, change in Y is delta Y. So surface area change means this is change in delta S, which is approximately dy. That is what you want to find out. Means ds. Deltas, because that is very small number, so ds and deltas will be almost same here. Achha, what is given? Side is given in x meter. The side is given x meter caused by decreasing. Decreasing means change in side is change in side. That is your delta S, delta X. Decreasing means minus 1%, 1% of what? 1% of side. So your delta X is minus 1 by 100x. Okay. Now what is the formula for surface area? Surface area equals to 6x square. Now look, you need to find delta ds. ds will be ds by dx into dx. I can write like this, ds is in this form, but because your delta x and dx both are same, so here I can write d dx of s into delta x. What is s? S for us is 6x square. So that gives you d dx of 6x square into minus 1 by 100x. That is 12x into minus 1 by 100x. So that is minus 12 by 100 of x square. 12 by 100 of x square means area. So that is surface area changes or decreases by 12%. Decrease are written means, so negative sign is given. 12%. 12% obvious of what? 12% of area. Area means surface area. Total surface area decreases by 12%. If the side decreases by 1%, surface area decreases by 12%. Okay. Let's see then. Find the approximate change so there is another question. Different question we will take here. That question is, if the radius of sphere is measured 7 meter, if the radius of the sphere measure 7 meter with an error of 0.02 meter. Error of 0.02 meter. Then find the approximate error in calculating its value. Find the approximate error in calculating its value. Okay. See, suppose the sphere of radius r, there is a measurement. When you measure it, error is given 0.02, means could be a plus of 0.02 meter mistake or a minus of 0.02 meter. That means change which you are finding this radius when you measure it, that is your delta, that is plus minus 0.02 meter. Find the approximate error in calculating its value, means you are asked to find what is delta V. How to find out delta V? So delta V will be similar to dV, that will be dV by dr into dr, that is dV by dr. I have taken dr and delta both are same, so volume is 4 by 3 dr of 4 by 3 pi r cube into delta, because volume of the sphere is this. So 4 by 3 4 pi 3r square into delta is 0.07, it is plus minus here. Please cancel. 16 pi r is 7 square, then into plus minus 0.07, that is pi 16 into 59 into 0.07. You can multiply how much is it? This equal to 22 by 7. So 49 78 22. That is how much? Plus minus, after decimal you can count 1 2 only. So 172.48 in meter cube. That could be the error in calculating the value. So with this we conclude this article. Tomorrow we will have maxima video.